I think you should start now.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we are doing that. So, good morning, everybody. And it is a real honor and pleasure to welcome all of you. Senior University IQAC Coordinator, Professor Smita Shukla. Senior Adjunct Faculty from the Physics Department, Professor Manchanda, Professor Arora. Head of Department of Physics, Professor Mishra, all the resource persons who have been with us for this entire concepts workshop, and of course, very importantly, all the student participants. Good morning to all of you. Welcome to this closing ceremony or closing function for this concepts workshop. We are hopeful that whatever was covered in the last 1 week, it was found useful for all the students, so that it will go on a long way for your attempts on the competitive exams, etc. And as you are knowing, the videos and other resources are continuously available on the net, so that it will be useful for you. Without further delay, allow me to take you first to Professor or Dr. Vivek Parker, who will be giving us a brief report about the different details of the workshop. Over to you, Dr. Parker.
Good morning. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
The screen is visible, no? Hello, the screen is visible?
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
it's visible.
Okay, so good morning to all the participants, students and faculty members. So this is, I am going to present the brief report about this document, a whole workshop. It was a continuous competitive exam in physics test series named as ConCEPTS. It was organized by Department of Physics, University of Mumbai, in collaboration with Indian National Young Academy of Sciences, INIAS. And this poster was released some 10th of July, 2020. And the participants were asked to register before 15th of July. And this was the Google form which we have circulated among the social media network as well as over emails, and we have got tremendous response. First, we only thought about giving only 250 participants will be allowed for this workshop, but because of the overwhelming response, we have to admit all of the participants, and I will tell you the actual numbers what we received in the applications. And the duration was 20 to 25th July, as I told, and the target audience was past and MSc students, current and past MSc students, physics students. And we covered the different subjects: classical mechanics, mathematical methods, electromagnetic theory, quantum mechanics, thermodynamics, statistical physics, electronics and experimental methods, atomic molecular physics, condensed matter physics, nuclear and particle physics. And as we know, these competitive exams like NETs, GATE or JEST are stepping stones for MSc physics students, so to define their career paths in research or training, teaching institutes, teaching positions. So we thought of doing this as a pilot run of 1 week duration for MSc students. And this program has actually given the few problem solving and time management methods in each of these subtopics by expert resource persons, followed by online assessment. Okay. There are some annotations coming from somewhere, so you can please stop that if possible. And the course coordinators, resource persons includes Dr. V.K. Sharma from INIAS, Professor S. Kasturirangan from University of Mumbai, Professor Madkaikar from Ruparel College from Mumbai, Professor H. Chako from University of Mumbai, Professor Ajay Dev from IIT Roorkee, Professor Bhushan Kadangalekar from RCU Belgaum, Professor C. Gurada from University of Mumbai, myself, Dr. V.V. Parker from INIAS, and then Professor Kiran Kolwankar from Jhunjhunwala College. Okay, so the total registered participants, we got tremendous response. The total number registered participants were 2,000, and from 347 universities have applied, like different participants from 347 universities have applied for this workshop. Chetan, can you please remove these annotations if possible? You are muted. You are muted.
Yeah, I am trying to remove. One name is missing, Dr. Virendra Sharma. We have to include that also.
Where?
Dr. Virendra Sharma, our resource person.
That I have admitted, that I told. Yes.
Thank you. I'm trying to remove all the annotation.
Annotations means, okay, fine, it is gone. Okay. So total number of participants were around 2,000 applications we received from 347 universities, and typical number is from Maharashtra we got around 25% applications, and rest of the other universities were 75%. And from University of Mumbai itself we got 360 applications. So this is the total number that applications we received, and typical gender representation was almost 50-50. Male was 48% and female is 52%. And this is we also received the maximum number of applications from the upcoming batches, like those who are completing MSc next year. They have represented the most applications, and the people who are students who are completing MSc this year, this is the next to them, and rest of them are below 10%. This is the typical numbers that we received the applications. And this is the ratio of general and reserve category students. So reserve category were around 35%, and the general category was around 65% applications we received. And this is the brief summary of the whole workshop. Let us go through it. So in total, after removing all the duplicate entries, we come across this number, 1,840 registrations. Actual sessions on Zoom platform and YouTube live streaming was made available for all the students. And first day, we have the inauguration of the workshop. The dignitaries include Professor A. Misra, Head Department of Physics, University of Mumbai, Professor A. Muzumdar, Dean, Science and Technology, University of Mumbai, and Professor C. Sharma, Chair INIAS. The inauguration was followed by two short lectures, one on time and stress management by Dr. P.C. Raut, and the other one, NET and SET syllabus and exam pattern guidelines by Professor G. Madkaikar. I want to add here for this time and stress management, students can also look for this Gaur Gopal Das. I found it this YouTube channel. They have got, he is excellent orator, and he has this YouTube channel will be very helpful for this time and or stress management basically. So he has got a lot of videos on his YouTube channel. So you can subscribe to the channel. Okay. So continuing summary, we have on second day, mathematical methods by Professor K. Kolwankar and classical mechanics by Professor Siddharth Kasturangan. On the third day, we have atomic and molecular physics by Professor Kanagalekar and nuclear and particle physics by myself. On fourth day, we have condensed matter physics by VK Sharma, Dr. VK Sharma, and electronics by Professor C. Gurada. Fifth day was the last day, yesterday only, electrodynamics by Professor A.Y. Dev, quantum mechanics by Professor H. Chako, and thermal and statistical physics by Professor Madkaikar. On all these days, evenings were kept free for online assessment of all these subjects on University of Mumbai Moodle platform. All the videos of this online workshop are available on INIAS YouTube channel, ConCEPTS Department of Physics YouTube channel, and Moodle platform. So students have really gone through all the videos. Those who could not attend the online lectures, they have actually looked at the offline lectures. So this is the typical number of views that we received on YouTube channels. Inauguration talk on University of Mumbai has got maximum number of views. We have got 7,000 views for the first day, and the similar talk is also uploaded on ConCEPTS channel, and this is called 150 views. INIAS channel in the day 2 we have got 3,000 views. For the day 3, 1,900 views. For day 4 we have roughly 1,200 views. On day 5 we got 1,487 views. So INIAS total average is around 2,000 views per day. So on ConCEPTS channel, this is new channel. So total number of views for all the subject talks were around 702. So if you consider all these views altogether, so is around 15,644 views we received overall. Okay. This is the Moodle online assessment platform that was given by University of Mumbai, and the total number of registered participants were 1,744, and the maximum number of people have attended classical mechanics part and mathematical methods. Okay, still people are doing the online exam. So this number is only up to 24th of July. So this number will increase with time. And also we have decided to keep this exam for 1 week duration, I think. So this number will definitely increase, and we want students to take advantage of this online assessment so that they will come to know what they have really understood from this teaching. Okay, so lessons I have learned, or it can be useful for others also from this workshop. Since managing 2000 applications was it's a first time experience for all of us. So sending emails to all at once was not possible. So thanks to the G Suite account, which was provided by University of Mumbai, and Thunderbird application for individual emails. This brilliant idea was given by one of my INEAS colleague, Dr. VK Sharma. Thanks to him. So this was possible because of these two features. Another thing is Moodle online platform. This is an excellent tool to do online assessment exams. So this is thanks to University of Mumbai again for that. And online teaching, again, it's a new challenging experience for all of us. So Zoom and YouTube combination was fantastic. And thanks to University and INEAS for providing these two tools for us. INEAS will always be there for more such activities in future. Thank you, all of you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Vivek, for giving a very clear overview about the workshop. I now invite the head of the Department of Physics, University of Mumbai, Professor Anuradha Mishra, to share her experience and views about the workshop. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Siddharth, and thank you, Dr. Vivek Parker, for a very nice review of the whole event. First of all, let me welcome Professor Smita Shukla, IQAC Coordinator, University of Mumbai. My senior colleagues, Professor Manchanda and Professor Arora, all my colleagues from the Department of Physics, all the respected resource persons who worked very hard to make this course a big success, and all the participants. I welcome you all once again to this closing ceremony. And as is very clear from the presentation made by Dr. Parker, that the course was extremely successful. This was the first online event that we have organized. And I must thank our MSc Part 2 students, because the idea of ConCEPTS has been with us for a very long time. You can see that there is the word continuous in the name. And of that, the idea that we will continue to do this activity over every weekend. So the idea was there for a long time, but it was the push needed from which was given from the Part 2 students, who made a request to me about 2 months back that they would like some help with preparing for NET exams. Now, it's very clear that a 5-day workshop with about 10 lectures cannot prepare anybody for a national level exam. So the idea was not to give you knowledge or equip you with all the skills for cracking these exams. The idea is the idea behind this course or any other course is to teach you how to think and how to learn yourself. And I think all the resource persons have done an excellent job at that, with that point of view. The problems we are selected very cleverly, so that all the areas of certain topics, certain sub-area of physics are touched. The problems were stated clearly, and then there was an introduction to the concepts involved in the problems. And most of all the teachers, whatever lectures, I watched all the lectures except on one day when I was in a meeting, and all the teachers did a very good job of putting forward the concepts involved and teaching students how to think. Okay. And this should be the aim of our education, that we teach students how to learn themselves, how to teach themselves, how to learn things in a complete manner. And all the teachers have done a very good job at that. So I thank all the resource persons for their contribution, and I also thank all the participants for making this experience so enjoyable for us. We had planned it just for our own 200 or odd students, but the response that we got from all over India was really overwhelming. And the response that we got on Moodle platform is also very good. And some of the students have really taken this course very, very seriously, which was the aim. And this Moodle thing was a part of was an integral part of this whole program. And it's good that the students have taken advantage of that. I would also like to thank Professor Smita Shukla for organizing a number of workshops during the lockdown period about online teaching and tools and even Moodle, and from where I actually learned how to use Moodle, and I thought that we should implement this in this program. And the department, my colleagues and INEAS colleagues have made very good use of it. And I'm hoping that we'll continue these activities in future also, and the students will work hard themselves and complement whatever has been taught here by their teachers, by their own hard work. So I wish you all the best, and I thank all the people who have made this program a big success. I would like to, I'll hand over the mic to Siddharth.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for your very kind words. I now request Professor Smita Shukla, the IQAC coordinator for the entire University of Mumbai, to please address the audience, both teachers as well as students, and motivate them. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you. Good morning to all, and a specific good morning to Dr. Anuradha Mishra, Head Department of Physics. Then all members of the organizing team, Dr. V. Parker, Dr. Chetan Gurada, Dr. P.C. Raut, and also I believe Professor Ravi Manchanda and Professor Arora, who is also there at the moment in this program, and participants from all over India who have benefited from this program, which is organized by Department of Physics in collaboration with INEAS, which is Indian National Young Academy of Sciences, then IIT Roorkee, Jhunjhunwala College, Ruparel College, and RC University, Belgaum. Okay, so congratulations to the entire organizing team. So as I was listening to the achievements of the program, the number of participants who joined in, the number of participants who appeared on the Moodle test, I think it has been quite a big accomplishment because as Dr. Anuradha mentioned, from university IQAC platform also we have been organizing workshops, and organizing workshop even with 100 participants is challenging. And here you all have done it with more than 1,800 participants, where many have been regularly attending. So I congratulate the entire team. So 1,840 registrations that I could hear, 2,000 average views per day, 300 students on an average every day attempting the quiz on Moodle, 347 universities participating, 25% from Maharashtra, more than 50% being the girls, etc. These are all very, very big achievements. And for me, what has been very heart touching is that Dr. Mishra could quickly move on to Moodle and could think and visualize that so many participants could join in on Moodle, and such kind of program can be offered in blended mode. So, Madam, congratulations to you and the entire team of Department of Physics, INEAS, then IIT Roorkee, who is your collaborative partner, Jhunjhunwala College, Ruparel, and RC University, Belgaum. I am not from the discipline, you are also aware. My background is social sciences. So I'm not very well equipped to make comment on your domain, but from whatever I have read and whatever are my observations and understanding of your discipline, whenever you refer to life of young science students or graduates or who are thinking of making science their career, life is not easy. Life is very, very tough. When you talk about competition is extremely high, because opportunities, even though they are there, they're very competitive. You have to fight for them. And mentoring which you get in your individual universities, colleges, wherever the students are, that's definitely better than that of social sciences, because in social sciences, handholding is also limited. In science discipline, definitely mentoring is better, but still it is limited. So as Dr. Mishra rightly said, that students have to learn to cope up with that limitation. Students have to learn to deliver on their own. Students have to find sometimes their own resources in order to grow and possibly prepare for the competition. So in view of that, when I look at this program, which was a 5-day, almost a 1-week program, I believe it's a great opportunity, great platform which has been provided to students from entire India to get that mentoring. Dr. Mishra rightly pointed out that just by organizing a 5-day program, if it's assumed that yes, job is done, no, it cannot be done, because definitely writing a competitive examination, whether it is GATE, NET, SET, whatever, CSIR, etc., this is not easy. So just by 5-day mentoring, will you be reaching the goal? Not necessarily. You have to still continue to learn. But this platform provided an opportunity for the students at least to get overall grasp of what is needed. And topics, I believe, as they were selected very, very carefully in order to give students overview of the discipline and what they definitely should be focusing on. And the young students, the young scientists have to remember that this competition, which right now this program kind of introduced them to, which is continuous competitive examination physics test series, this is just the beginning for them in the life. Because competition will continue even when they'll grow in their discipline. This competition will continue. uh, uh, Once they cross this barrier of competitive examination, then there will be competition for grants, there will be competition for jobs. So this fight will continue, and that's applicable definitely to all disciplines. But in science, yes, it is very, very important in view of number of opportunities which are available, the grants which you have to fight for, etc. So I'll not say more. I congratulate entire team, and I thank the team for incorporating the platform of Moodle, University of Mumbai. And thank you. Best wishes to the entire team and best wishes to all the participants.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for your very kind and inspiring words. As you correctly and very succinctly put it, that this program provides the necessary perspective to the students, even if it is not a complete preparation. And all the participants, I am sure, will take this lesson home with them and actually implement that in their respective chosen paths, future paths. I would now like to move on to all the resource persons, and there is no specific order we have decided, so I will just go by the list I have with me. If they could share their experience of this workshop and how they found it, I would really appreciate that. Firstly, I would like to call upon Dr. Ajay Dev from IIT Roorkee. Ajay sir, if you could just address the participants. Over to you, sir.
Okay, good morning to you all. Because I've been asked, I was not thinking that I will be the first person to share my views, but anyway, so because it's me, let me talk about my experience, what I have gained during a preparation of this workshop. So I was asked to whether I can be a resource person for this workshop, and because my specialization is nuclear physics, I was expecting that I will be taking a tutorial mainly on nuclear physics. But one of my friends, he's also a nuclear physicist, so because he has already chosen nuclear physicist, he asked me whether I can take some another course. So I decided I will talk on electrodynamics, so which I have been teaching for some time, and I'm happy that we have been taught this course at University of Mumbai by President Head Professor Anuradha Mishra, which I have enjoyed a lot that time, and that has taught me a lot. So coming to the competitive examination preparation, what I have seen is, it has been again mentioned, stressed several times, that students should prepare in a way that they should be ready for any kind of problem. So usually in when we have exams, IIT, JEE examination, if you solve 1000 problems, the problem that you will get in JEE advanced exam will be 1001 problem, first problem. So it is not that if you solve 1000 problems you will pass JEE examination. Similarly, the same thing is true, but same thing is true for this kind of competitive examinations like NET, GATE, SET, or uh, this kind of examinations. But there is the slight difference is, you if you practice enough, these exams you can crack very easily. At the same time, I can understand that there is a lot of competition. So what I suggest is that you please focus on solving problem. Please try to read a concept. Please try to read a concept and try to get grasp of that concept. So if you read, say for example, if you read 5 pages, spend some time understanding what you really learn from those 5 pages. Try to solve the problems which are given on those concepts. Okay, so you practice your willingness to learn and understand underlying concepts is very much important. Apart from this, when I started preparing, I found that I thought initially I thought that okay, I will do it in maybe 2 days, but it has taken me almost a week to prepare the kind of contents that I had delivered and the quiz which I have came up with. So what I suggest you, that you go through the quiz. I was just looking at the statistics of the quiz which the students which I have undertaken, and I saw that some of the students have attempted the quiz in 2 minutes. The 10 questions attempted in 2 minutes is something I wonder how they have done it. Maybe they are just worried and they want to quickly look at the answer of the question. That is not the way. Don't bother how many grades that you get, how much grade you get in this particular quiz or any one of the quizzes under concept workshop. Just solve it honestly, and see what the concepts where you are lagging. If you are lagging in one of the concept, you go and revise it. Almost all the speakers have mentioned different books, so I suggest that you please go to those books, read chapters, and try to make your concepts clear. Okay, that is what I would like to say, and I would like to thank all the organizers for making me part of this workshop. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Dev. Thank you very much. I would now like to invite Dr. Vivek Parker from BRC, who is also one of the main organizers. And in fact, this workshop was brainchild of Dr. Parker and Dr. Chetan Gurada from University of Mumbai. So over to you, Parker, sir, please.
Okay, thank you, Siddharth. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. Please go ahead.
I'll start with some preamble. I did my master's in the year 2002, and in 2003, I have cleared my first competitive exam, SET of Maharashtra, in my first attempt. Also, subsequently, I cleared the GATE also in that year. The pattern for NET and SET that time was little different. We had to give one MCQ paper and one descriptive paper in both the exams, in NET and SET exams. Now the pattern is only, I think, MCQ type questions. It's a big change. So after 2003, I have joined BRC for PhD program. And actually in last 17 years, I have not looked back at the competitive exam again. I was busy in my research during that time. I got little opportunity during 2014 to 18 when I got to opportunity to teach MSc students of Department of Physics of University of Mumbai. Thanks to Professor Mishra for giving me that opportunity. In these 4 years, I have read and revised the nuclear physics syllabus again, and I actually looked back at the recent question papers of SET and NET and tried to solve the nuclear reaction part in the classes. Now, after the membership of INEAS, I got the opportunity to contribute something back to society. As an INEAS member, I am involved in arranging science camps for school children, mentoring them in the studies. Also, we arranged one small workshop on Python programming with the help of UGC DAE Center in Kolkata Center for UG and PG students recently. Now, this is another area which I thought about guiding MSc students for competitive exams. And with the permission from chair of INEAS, I have discussed with Department of Physics faculty, and they readily agreed to conduct this workshop at their end. As I told in the beginning of this workshop, in the inauguration session, that we were only thinking about targeting 100 students of Mumbai University for this offline program. But because of this unfortunate pandemic situation, it got us to bigger opportunity for online classes. And due to overwhelming response, we received close to 2,000 applications. And we did this in the YouTube live streaming, and it will remain available there in YouTube. Thanks to all the resource persons for coming forward and participating and distributing their knowledge in this noble cause. Teaching is the only profession where you are involved in giving or distributing without any expectation of receiving. So my parents were both primary teachers, so I feel a gene is there, something within me. With resource persons will contribute to do more such programs in future also. About the year-long activity which we are planning, the updates will be shared with you very soon. Remember that if there is a will, then there is a way, and we'll definitely do that as well. With this, I wish you all a very happy learning and all the best for the future exams. And during this pandemic time, stay home and stay safe. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Vivek Parkar. I would now like to call upon Dr. Kiran Kolvankar, who is a professor in Jhunjhunwala College. Over to you, sir. Kiran, sir.
Please enable my video. Chetan, sir.
Sir, you can do it at your end, sir.
No, it is not allowing me.
Okay, just a minute.
Yeah, done, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Siddharth, sir. Good morning to all the dignitaries. I'm really happy to be here on this. Though I cleared my NET 30 years back, and I was not really touched with the questions, but just because of this workshop, I looked at it and prepared it. It was a good experience. I was happy that some of the tricks students liked, but in fact, I would like to take this opportunity to clarify some things to the students. We have been telling students that they have to work hard. There is no, I mean, this is only going to aid their hard work. And we have also emphasized that there is a difference between hard work and smart work. So I would like to combine. It is smart hard work that you should do. There is no, when we say you have to do smart work, that doesn't mean you don't have to work hard, but you have to do that hard work smartly, right? What does that mean? Hard work can be just memorizing. Typically, students take a book and read and move here and there memorizing. That is perhaps not the right way of studying. Right way of studying is solving new problems and different problems on their own. That is more important. There is a tendency that students just read the solutions from somewhere. That is not the idea. Students should actually take a new problem and solve it. Dr. Raut on the first day emphasized that one has to revise again and again, and then that leads to some memory retention. And their revision means you solve a new problem. When you try to solve a new problem, it automatically gets revised, and then it remains in your memory for longer time. There are some, in fact, there are some students, they only go on looking for solutions. Any new problem, they will search the solution somewhere and write it down, and they try to memorize that solution. In fact, I got some mails asking for solutions of some problems. Let me take this opportunity to announce here that I won't reply to such mails. It might sound harsh. This is a practice we follow in our college also. We discourage students, those who only are looking for solutions and listing the solutions and memorizing. In fact, any new problem is a good opportunity to try your understanding. If you can't solve it immediately, you have to think over it. When you're traveling, we are doing something, is think over it and the solution will come automatically. And this process of solving the problem, process of arriving at the solution is more important than the final solution. Even if for one problem, even if you don't get the solution, but you have followed the process almost till the end, that is more important than the actual solution. So I would encourage you to think yourself and arrive at the solutions, and that will really give you that confidence will be really helpful for you. And with this comments, I think I will stop here. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for your views. I will now call upon Dr. Prakash Chandra Raut from BRC. Prakash sir, I hope you are there on the call. And I would request you to please share your experience of this workshop, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Very good morning. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Yeah, very good
If you could
morning.
just shift a little to your right, because the sunlight is coming over your shoulder and obscuring your face.
It's okay
Yes,
now?
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
Okay. Very good morning to all of you, and it's really a great pleasure and to introduce you on the first day, the time and stress management. Basically, I am not a manager per se, but it was imposed to me that okay, you have to give something in the time management and stress management. And being a yoga teacher, is a trained yoga teacher, so I thought okay, this is opportunity to share something from my experience and add on to the yogic discipline, so that something can be said. So I tried my best to convey certain things, but really it is what I find that would have been much better. So I joined BRC in 2002 as a training scientific officer after successful completion of the OCS exam. And when I joined, after that I gave this NET exam, and I found during my training period I also got selected by the JRF. So I thought what will be useful, but I will not continue. But okay, it give me confidence that okay, you have selected in a national level exam, and you are competent to do good things in future. So this is the every success is a milestone, and then it build your confidence, and you can raise yourself where you are and how to think to go beyond. And it is always a human tendency that you achieve something and then this is a set a parameter, and the next step you can plan, and accordingly you can work. Only planning will not help, as I said in the first day. Planning along with the hard work, and also a bit luck is also important. Something as a luck is not important. Some people, and also everywhere is a manner, place, time. You have to in right time and right place. If you are there, then you can do right thing. So this is what is some my observation. So I want to say something how you prepare. Preparation is mainly comes from your self study, but when you self study you keep record, means make a very good note, but you share your notes to your friends, and when you share, many people don't share their notes to their friends, but I used to first the person who is note down everything and make a very fair note, and collecting from the different books and share with my friends. First thing, they will first point out if there is a mistake, or second thing, they don't understand because they are first time they are going, then they will ask questions to you. Then when you try to explain them, in meanwhile your understanding will be far better, and no doubt about that, they cannot supersede you by any means. So this is the strategy I follow, and during my graduation and post graduation also, And another good thing that we always solve the any question paper, any problems together. First we attempt ourselves and we solve, and then you combine with all 4 5 whenever or all the classmates, you sit together a day at least half an hour or 1 hour to discuss what are the different problems we have to solve and which way we have to solve. So if you different five people comes with 5 different way of solving the problems, and you know the at a time you come across 5 ways to solve the same problems. So this is increase your horizon and your understanding, and a better way, and also time management, which is the shorter way of solving the questions. And also one of my teacher, when I was MSc, he told that if you solve the problem, any problem by yourself, it will be anytime you want to recall, you can recall. So it is throughout your life, if you can anytime you come across such problem, you can solve it. So so still I remembered my professor, Dr. Barik. He has very good tips, and he used to say that wherever you are there, you never forget few things for solving the any interview questions. Interview asks many questions, they basically twist the question so that to confuse the candidate. For example, he said that you never forget, in the back of mind you have always remembered that uncertainty principle for me is golden rule. And these are the important things you have always remembered, or something. And in relativistic and relativity, you get E equal to mc square. All this question simple, or you can say in statistics your Fermi statistics and your Bose statistics, Fermi direct statistics. All this you whenever there is a twist and tricky question, try to think this, maybe some answer can be you can receive from this kind of understanding concepts. So this is how you can prepare, and the main thing you try to solve yourself, and discuss with the friends, and then solve the old problems. And when, because it will give some idea which type of then this is the right forum. So the concept that was it is visualized by one of our young India's friends and my colleagues, and along with the Mumbai University. Thanks to Mumbai University who helps and to spread this message all over the country, and people are benefited. And the second thing, whenever you crack any thing, and then you have to go for interview. Now there is a lot of competition. The interview, once you go for interview, then you have to prepare at least 4 5 subjects thoroughly. 5 subjects at least. Let's say mathematical physics, quantum mechanics, classical mechanics, nuclear physics, or something. For best 5, from anything it can be asked, you are able to answer from your subject. And then also gather all information. Suppose what is in a university or somewhere you are going for an interview or institute, what are the specialization there, and what are the experts in their field, and what are the things, and get all the information. Once you get all information, it will you can prepare in that manner, so that you are it will save your time, and you can plan better. And getting in the interview, you are successful in the interview, it will be help in. And also be in touch with your alumni. All the alumni is a great help, because they are kind of resource person. They are very successful. They are placed all over the country or the world. So then you, if you are in touch, then you will gather information. This is the best way to gather information. So these are the few things I can share. Although what I'm at the thing what I'm saying, you can no doubt you should work hard, along with a smart way. It's that Kiran sir told that you can smartly you have to do. So wish you all the best, and you definitely you can crack the any interview or any exam. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Prakash sir, for your very kind words. As correctly told by you, knowledge by sharing will only increase. So that is a great thing for the students. Um, I would now call upon Professor Ganesh Madkaikar from Ruparel College to address the participants with his views and observations of this workshop. Ganesh sir.
Hello. Can you start my video because
Yes, it's on, sir. Yeah, please go ahead.
yeah, okay. So hello everyone. So let me first thank Anudhara Mishra madam and Chetan Gurada for convincing me to do this workshop. I was not, I was very reluctant to do this workshop in the sense I I am teaching for past 10 years in my college for this guidance lectures for competitive exams, but doing it online, I used to do it in chalk and talk method, and doing this online because I have never given a PowerPoint presentation in my entire life, and it was the first time I was giving in this particular workshop. So thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. It was a very nice experience, and I encountered at the last moment there were some glitches like putting from Word into PowerPoint, and the equations were not coming, and I had to retype it again and so on. All these experiences, they were nice, and they will help me because further also I have to take online lectures in the college. So this was a nice opportunity. Now let me tell something for the students. So what you can do in this particular thing is you can most of the students try solving the theory first, try doing the theory first and then solve the problems, but that is a very long approach. You can learn the theory by solving problems itself. Let me give you an analogy. You see that any 4-year child can speak his local language very well and grammatically correct. Suppose he's a Maharashtrian, he can speak very good Marathi, grammatically correct Marathi in 4 years. Okay, so how is learning? How is learning is he's catching the sentences what he heard from the parents and other fellows. Okay, and he's learning them and he's using them. He's practicing them. So that is what you should do. You should see some solved problems, see how the physics principles or whatever are applied, and you try to apply it to new problems. And this is the way you can learn physics faster. And contrast it with the other approach which mostly the educational field is doing. What you do is you are learning English, say English. Your Marathi medium students are learning English from 5th standard to 12th standard, and they are learning grammar and all those things, and they are not applying it. Okay, to speak in the local way. English is not spoken by these students, and they are not means hardly I think 5 to 10% will know English by such a route. So I will suggest you approach the other route where you can solve problems, and rather than going on the theory, learn theory by solving the problem. Okay, and another thing I will tell you is only 3 things will help you in this exam, and that is practice. First thing is practice, second thing is also practice, third thing is also practice. So the more you practice, the more you will get into it. You will crack the exam. Let me tell you the example of Sachin Tendulkar. Sachin Tendulkar once said in his interview that when his coach Ramakant Ashrekar, he used to take him to play matches in particular fields, like suppose morning there used to be a match. He used to take him to play in that particular match. In the afternoon there was a match at some other ground. He used to take him on scooter and uh, he used to play match in the afternoon, then again in the evening. So like that, he used to play matches the three times in a day. So he used to practice, practice, and practice, and you see the result. Now Tendulkar has a very very good batsman. So that is what I told you. Tell you that if you practice problems, then you can easily crack such exams. Okay. So thank you.
Thank you very much, Madkaikar sir. Very nice advice to the students that they have to gain the fluency with the physics. It is not just a question of rote learning. I would now call upon Dr. Bhushan Kanaglekar from RC University, Belgaum, to share his views and his experience. Bhushan, sir, please. Is he on the call? Yes, he is there. So.
Okay, I can start it now.
Yes, sir. Your video and audio both are appearing,
yes,
but
yes,
you are,
yes.
yeah, now you are also seen. Very nice.
Yes, sir, yes.
Please go ahead. Please go ahead, sir. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Am I audible? Okay, I will assume that I am audible. Good morning, friends. I would like to share my lot of experience in the competitive exam. I'll take a little bit of more time than other participants, I guess, but it will. I'm sure it will be very helpful to all of the participants. Uh, uh, Let us go through the exams and then experience of my competitive exam, and then about the concepts workshop. Okay. So it all started when I was in the BSc first year. One of my seniors in BSc 3 took up one of the competitive exams, that is attending the integrated PhD entrance exam for Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. I got some preparation material from him and started studying. I subsequently stood first in BSc 1 in the college, and due to that, I got motivated, ambitious, and confident. During my BSc final year, I wrote the entrance exam, integrated PhD, but could not qualify. I also appeared. For the Pune University entrance exam and stood 37th in the country, but could not join Pune University because there were only 10 seats meant for uh, university outside university students. All the toppers in this exam were from Bengal. Then I joined my MSc Physics in the Harvard University, and I appeared for my just exam in my MSc first year just as a matter of curiosity. There were 50 questions for 150 marks, 3 marks each for each question, and 1/3 negative marking. I attempted 36 questions, and 18 were correct and 18 were wrong. I got 36 marks out of 150, and I stood 587th in the country and qualified just in the MSc first year. I became very confident about my ability to crack competitive exam, and my teacher encouraged me and gave his mobile number and promised me all help. So in my free time, I used to solve problems in gate papers. I had gate papers from 91 to 2005. In those days, there was no online platforms to get help from. My net exam was on December 18th, 2005. I had to attend the net exam on 18th December, and then on 19th December, our university exam was there. Then I told my mentor and professor about this. I told him that I am not well prepared, but I want to attend for my curiosity and I want to attend the exam. He told me that I will try to postpone your university exam, but he said, be prepared to write the net exam on Sunday and then later on Monday, the university exam. And the problem was the center for net exam was Pune, and I have to come back from Pune to Dharwad and write exam on Monday. So our university professor, he by himself got it postponed our MSc exam from Monday to Tuesday on 20th December. I went to Pune and wrote my net exam. Out of 100 questions, I had attempted 80 questions, and I knew that I am going to get 50 questions right, or mass equivalent to 50 questions around. Again, in the net second paper, there were descriptive questions. Write 12 questions accurately, you qualify net GRF. So in my third semester, I qualified net GRF. Net GRF. 1 minute. Internet connection. I qualified net GRF in my third semester and qualified GATE and JEST exam. I joined IIT Bombay to do my PhD in experimental nuclear physics. I'll go further with my experience of mentoring the NET exam, the competitive exam. During my IIT days, I mentored a few students for competitive exams. The most important one was Ms. Sheetal. She used to work in TIFR in a research project. She used to come once in 15 days and we used to discuss. She was a very sincere student and I was a very sincere teacher. She qualified GATE 2 times and NET first paper once, and finally she qualified BRC training school exam and joined BRC as a scientific officer at BRC Mumbai. Another student I would like to mention, Miss Yamuna Murtunge from Mumbai University. She went for Hyderabad coaching and she attempted NET 8 times successively. Her hard work is to be very much emphasized over here, and she qualified NET in her 9th successive attempt, and she qualified NET JRF Junior Research Fellowship with 118 marks and an All India rank of below 100. So these are the two examples I have quoted. Further, I have been training, I'm making attempts for training my university students and trying to make notes and slides for NET coaching since my inception as a faculty member in the university, Rani Chennamma University, Belgavi, since 2013. I was in touch with Dr. Vivek Parker from BRC Mumbai since the last 2 years, and he was very well aware of my efforts to mentor students for NET/GATE. So ConCEPTS workshop has done very well to connect us with the 1,800 odd participants and 400 regular participants with the live streaming. So before I conclude, I want to make a few important points. Important points are try to go be thorough with each and every part of the syllabus, each and every all 9-10 topics of the syllabus. Then second one, be consistent and determined and keep attempting the exam till you clear the exam. This is the second point. Third one, try to solve problems on your own. Don't rely on other solutions and mugging up or remembering them and reproducing them in competitive exam. So that point is like self-study, which all others have been emphasizing. And remember, it is a long journey. So be patient and be patient. And fifth one, as Prakash Raut pointed out, combined study, group study. And finally, I will conclude in a minute. So I thank Dr. Vivek Parker and Professor Anuradha Mishra from Mumbai University and the INYS team and all the resource persons for resource persons and students for participating, resource persons for sharing their knowledge and experience, and the students for participating in such a mega event. Thank you one and all. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you very much, Dr. Bhushan. I would now call upon our own university colleagues, Dr. Sajeev Chako first. Chako sir, over to you.
Okay. So, am I audible?
Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
Yeah. First, maybe I would like to tell a few things about myself. I did my MSc in '98 from Pune University, and while doing my MSc itself, I applied for the first exam, my first competitive exam, this CSI NET exam in '97, while I was still in the second year, and I thought I will never be able to get through it because it was my first attempt and I had not even cleared my MSc. But then by the time I got result, I realized I had cleared it. I would like to tell that what kind of pattern it was. It was in late 90s and maybe early 2000. There used to be two papers. One was a MCQ paper about 100 questions, which was in the morning about 2 hours or so, and in the afternoon there would be subjective paper 2, which was subjective. There used to be 2 parts, A and B, and each of them we had to solve about 8 questions. So one of the tricks which I realized was to attempt as many questions as possible. Even if you have a negative mark system, and negative marking would mean that it's not exactly if it is positive. If you get 2 marks for attempting it correctly, you don't lose 2 marks for a wrong answer. Unless that is the case, you should maximize your number of attempts. But yes, need to be judiciously decided as to where you should attempt. So what I did was attempted all the questions, especially in the subjective part, and finally I realized that I cleared it. Today we don't have such pattern. Both these exams, the MCQs, which was much simpler in the sense it was not just physics, but it was a mixture of all subjects, from languages to other fields of sciences. But then it was at the level of 12th or maybe first year BSc. But now today everything is mixed up. So everything is MCQ, but the level of the exam has not been compromised. There are many questions which used to be subjective in those days. They are still there. The questions are there, but now we have answers already available. One of them is correct answer. You have to choose one of the answers. But then you have to, at that time we had enough time to work out, and there was space to work out. Today we don't have that. So there has to be a proper way of identifying the correct answer. I'll come to that point later. But before that, I would like to say that what are your chances of getting through NET? You realize that the number of students who passes NET are more when they are during their MSc or immediately after their MSc. So as you go away from your MSc, as the time goes down, your chances are get reduced. But that doesn't mean that you cannot pass. You cannot clear. You still can clear. But the only thing is you need to make sure that if you can clear your MSc, right, your NET exam or such competitive exam right after your MSc or during your MSc, that is the best time, because you are already in touch with the subject. You are probably also in touch with your teacher, which can help you and guide you to get through the exam. So try to attempt as early as possible from your MSc. Second thing is, there was an example given by Madgaria sir about a child. How does a child pick up the language? I would like to just add a few things about that. This is based on my own experience with my child. She picks up a word. She doesn't understand what the meaning of that word is. She just picks up the word and starts using it. And then based on the context that we use, she starts using it in the same context. Sometimes the context could be wrong. She uses it in completely different context, but eventually she realizes in what context the word is to be used. And then maybe later on she also understands the meaning of the word. The same thing is applicable to the student. You may be able to pick up, you may understand a particular technique, but then that technique may not be applicable to every problem. First, you try to apply to as many problems as possible. Something with the second example, the other examples of Sachin Tendulkar, he might have used the same technique for doing the playing different kinds of work, but then he realized that same technique will not work. So but then since he has mastered the technique, he started understanding where to use those techniques. So something with some practice, you realize that where to use those techniques, how to use those techniques, and then eventually if you want to have a collection of those techniques, you will be able to identify where to apply those techniques. As an example, you may be able to, there are two ways of basically solving any problem. One is a brute force, where you start from scratch, right from the beginning, solve it, go to the end. And that method will be probably very good. It will work, definitely work, if you have sufficient knowledge of the subject. That will definitely work. But then that will mean that you need a huge amount of time, which is not possible. We have very extremely limited. So that is the reason why all the teachers, all the instructors have been insisting on solving the problems intelligently, using certain ideas, certain ways to solve the problem. One of the ways to identify what could be the wrong answer. Just by looking at the problem, first understanding the problem. Understand the problem properly. Once you have understood the problem, you may realize that maybe 50% of the answers you can identify that they are not correct. I can give you an example. In one of the one of the question was, it was the MCQ question where I had 4 eigenvalue spectrums. Energy level diagrams were given, 4 energy level diagrams, and asked them what is the energy level diagram of hydrogen atom. Not hydrogen atom, particle in a box. Students, many of them failed to identify during the exam, but after the exam they came up to me and asked me what is the answer, and they realized what is the answer. The answer was one of the ABCD. The answer was, they identified the answer. In the next exam, I asked the same question with the same sequence of the multiple choice. The sequence of the multiple choice was kept same, but instead of asking for particle in a box, I asked for hydrogen atom. But then they remember the answer which was given, which they had heard earlier, and they picked up that answer, which means that they did not understand the problem properly. So identify the understanding the problem will probably solve half of your problem. So identify, understand the question properly, and then try to identify which could be a possible wrong answer. Eliminating those wrong answers, you may be able to shortlist the correct answer. This is just one of the techniques, not necessarily the technique. But then you need to, in order to do this, you need to have a lot of practice, which as a part of for giving you that practice, we have started this particular concept series. So we all are there. You may be able to talk to your teachers your master's class teacher to understand how this can be, how to go about for guidance. But at the same time, we are also there. So identifying those techniques and then applying it for, maybe you can apply the same techniques for as many problems as possible, and then realize that this will not apply. So you try to identify new techniques. You may be able to, you may not be able to get new techniques, but then, as one of the teachers said, we can share those techniques. Sharing the techniques can also help us to develop our own techniques. And you try to understand the basic idea, basic principle behind the NET exam or JET exam. One of the principle or idea behind these exams is to test your knowledge. You have completed a master's program. You are a master of science in subject of physics. So you are supposed to have a fair idea of physics. But do you really have that idea? That is one thing which the exam takes. At the same time, there are other purposes of this exam. One is to, in order for you to clear this exam, you need to prepare. While preparing, your knowledge gets deepened out. And when your knowledge gets deepened out, why do you clear this exam in the first place? The aim of the organizers are different, but why do you clear? One of the reasons is to get a job, a teacher's job in a college. Another is to get into any research institute for research. both places you need a good knowledge of that subject. So when you prepare yourself during the exam, for the exam, you are also preparing for the future job, whether as a researcher or as a teacher. Both places, this knowledge is going to be useful. So as a student, you keep this particular aim, not just to clear the subject, but to keep this aim, this as an aim, so that your knowledge also improves. At the same time, you are able to crack the problem and solve the problems and crack the exam. There was one last point which I wanted to I forgot. Maybe we can discuss this later. I forgot that point. Anyway. So hopefully this concept series exam series will help you to identify those ways, those techniques that you can apply and probably maybe successful in your coming exams. And we hope that we have an exam during by the end of this year. If not end of this year, definitely by June 2021 we should have an exam. And we hope that we more people from this series will be able to benefit from and crack the exam. Now I thank all the organizers, especially thank Dr. Parker, Dr. Chetan and Mishra Madam to really start this this series. Actually, Mishra Madam and Sir has been doing this started this long back, but then this was never really got into a bigger scale. But now with the efforts of some other people, this has become something like a dream come true for many of our students, and I hope that all of you benefit from this, and all the best for your future. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chako sir. I would now call upon Professor Chetan Gurada from University of Mumbai to share his experience. Chetan sir, over to you.
Thank you, Siddharth. Before sharing my experience, I would like to do a small duty towards our resource person. I have prepared something, so I'll just share it. It's a virtual. So, am I audible? Hello. Am I audible?
Thank you very much.
So, yes, sir, you are audible. Your screen is also visible. Please go ahead.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. We are thankful to our head, Professor Anuragha Mishra, for supporting the good cause of students. We were thinking about our student, but because of this pandemic situation, we thought let us try some small experiment with the technology, and it can be a learning experience also. So thank you, madam, for your support. We thankful Professor Ganesh Madkekar, who is experienced teacher in this field, and also some sort of record holder in case of cracking exam. Thank you, Ganesh sir. Thank you, Professor Kiran Kolvankar sir, again from Junjunwala College. We thank your support. Dr. Virendra Kumar Sharma from Solid State Physics Division BRC. We are thank you, sir. On behalf of organizing committee, I would like to thank Dr. Ajay Dev, who is our senior also and alumni of the department, and agreed to join this journey. Thank you, Dr. Bhushan Kangalekar, for our this adventure. Thank you, Dr. Sajiv Chako. Thank you, Dr. Professor Siddharth Kasturirangan. Also, there is a backup team on Moodle. I would like to thank the students, Miss Radhika Vinze, Mr. Siddesh Padwal, Mr. Akshay Kulkarni, Mr. Dipesh Bhamre. Those who are looking at the back end Moodle server and all other activities and uploading the question paper and all these things. So this is a team which was behind.
Sir,
I
just
also,
allow me to interrupt you.
yeah.
Thanks you to Professor Chetan Gurada, because he is the real backbone of whatever the activity which we have done. So thank you very much, sir.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Dr. Vivek, who's my friend, my batchmate, and we have done lots of things. And yet to be done. So thanks to me. I'll just skip that. Uh, Also, there are some people who are indirectly helpful in our this activity. Dr. Srivara Mangai, madam, is a director of UCC University Computerization Center, because of whom we could get this Zoom account and the live session on the YouTube live also. Thanks to Dr. Mandar Bhanuse, who is from our distance learning education section, and he is also looking for and creating the Moodle password and in charge. And thanks to all department staff and our teaching and non-teaching staff and the other academic and non-academic staff for being behind us in direct and indirect support. So we have already done this. In the beginning of the talk, we had a vote of thanks, but I thought it is appreciation for all the speakers, resource person who were there, and because of whom we could do all these things in a proper synchronized manner. Now coming to the education part of this particular concept idea, I just want to share that when I used to do MSc, it used to take 6 hours journey for me to come to the university from almost 135 kilometer by train. So I have to catch 2 trains, and therefore, since these are not in continuous manner, so it used to take 3 hour journey from one side. And still, I wanted to pursue my MSc degree and complete education. So getting up around 3:30 in the morning, and then traveling by bicycle up to the railway station, nearest railway station. So I used to get around 4:55 train and all these things in the morning. So thing is that around 9 o'clock when your lecture used to start, I could just manage to get some knowledge in first 1 or 2 lecture, and after that it was like a sleepy thing. So it was like difficult, but you need to have an internal motive, and you should be challenging yourself only. That is the way you want to success. And if you are motivated that I want to do something different, I want to achieve something, automatically after your efforts, your family member will also start supporting, and they will also realize that no, see, he or she is going to do something, and the entire thing will also start supporting you. So this is the idea. Um, Again, Vivek has while introducing me said that he is always smiling, but the cause is that I am surrounded with the good friends like him, Siddharth, and all. So there is no cause of no keeping our mood down. These all friends are in your surroundings, so you always keep on happy or smiley face or worry free face. So this is one of the reason. There is no need to feel so, little bit upset thing. So your surrounding also matter that in your journey. You have to study well. This is a one. These exams are like a, dedicated to certain job opportunities, but the motive is that you have to at least focusing on one particular aim. You have to do hard work, and the success, only shortcut to the success is hard work. There is no any other shortcut. You have to, but as Kolvankar sir said that you need to now learn smart hard work, where you should be calculating from the physics principles that we learned in various level. So if I do in this manner, what will be the result? So you will be predictive, whether you can use probability theories or anything. So try to apply our knowledge in our day-to-day life, and you will realize that uh, uh, this is also helpful. The physics is also helpful in our day-to-day life. So people have, and this workshop, uh, being I just took electronics part. I have done MSc in laser and plasma physics, but I could not continue in that. Electronics is like some out of curiosity or hobby. I could just learn more and more in electronics and do some experiment. So nowadays, people feel that I have done MSc electronics and all these things, but I have done. My first choice was laser and plasma physics, and I have done MSc in laser plasma physics. So if you have a interest in certain field, you can do it better. Also, Swami Kanda said that if you want to be successful in life, you have to arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached. So you have to keep on continuously focusing and working, hard working on a, particular direction. That is the most important thing. uh, After all, I just calculated some statistics from the YouTube live data that available on different three platforms. So almost 15,366 viewers have seen, and if they have seen our this videos for at least 1 hour, I just thought that if the data transfer was 1 MB per 1 minute, suppose it is normally 1 MB per second, but I just took it, and it comes around 936 gigabyte of data, which is being utilized by all the viewers to watch these videos. So in a other direction, you can see these attempts have created certain economical movement also. But beyond that, our approach was to whatever knowledge we have gained, we should share it. Maybe net set gate is a kind of a little bit worry point in the life of a MSc student, where they are a little bit directionless what to do, and then they say, no, now there is some exam, so let us clear it and just try to get the job. There are many classes, or on YouTube also you will get free lectures on different concepts. But then when the problem solving session comes, student again become directionless, because whatever theory we learn, it is implemented in a different manner. And what is that different manner? In that direction we have to bring your attention that this is the formula. Even like Ohm's law that we study, if you try to remember the statement of Ohm's law is not only V is equal to IR, but there are certain conditions. So if you cool it down certain material, it will not follow Ohm's law, because it is going to become superconductor after some time, after certain level of cooling. So you need to know the we can say weakness also and strength also in all these scientific phenomena, and the condition upon which they are going to behave. So these are the some of the benchmarks that once you know this benchmark, you can be able to smartly solve the problem. So whenever you study these laws several times, you start thinking about them, in which condition they are going to get applied. Because I found out that physics exams, many times I told people that in other subject of science, the things are very well set. Uh, those people who can mug it diagrams, reactions, or other things, they can be easily, because there are certain state reactant product reactions. So the solution may not be different, they are well known. But in case of physics, you change temperature, pressure, and other parameters, the answers are going to change, the conditions are going to change. And because of now new emerging field of nanotechnology, if you change the dimensions, the solutions will also show very much change. And in this kind of world, the physics exams becomes more and more tough. So you study very well, you become vigilant while studying what we are reading, what definition says, and what are the requirement to satisfy this definition. That also we have to study. And then doing some analysis, you can easily solve the problem. The question sets are now objective multiple choice questions. So as many of our colleagues and resource persons said, sometimes you have to think that what are the possible wrong solutions. That is also another approach. What are the dimensional analysis? That is also one approach. What I feel a funny thing from looking at certain question, that first questions are normally very hard. The moment you read them, you become little bit upset. uh, when I used to appear for exam, I used to start from the 100th or the last question, because when the paper is set up, mostly because of the high energy, the previous or the first questions are little bit tricky and hard. So but there is no rule that you should start from the question number one. So you go to the last question, try to understand it. It will help you to save time, because in seconds if you can get the answer, you will be saving some, say in 1 minute, in 1 second you solve the question. 59 seconds are in your hand to solve the tougher one. And the moment you found out that you solve more and more questions, your brain will also start processing very well, because then you are assured that you are going to clear it and you have plenty of time to think about the hard one. So read the question. If you don't know the answer, you jump to the second. By the time the moment you get answers, you are in background, the brain also starts. So little bit psychology, that also you have to focus. And with all these words, I thank all my colleagues, resource persons, and the people behind this concepts workshop to make it a big success. I thank you all, and I thank all the participants also. And we hope that we will continue this journey. And we would like to have feedback from you participants also. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chetan sir. Uh, Actually, now we would like to throw the session open for all the participants. If any participant wishes to say something or give their feedback, there is an option in the Zoom chat to put up the hand.
Yeah,
So you can, yes.
excuse me, Siddharth. I think Dr. Virendra Sharma, I don't know whether he is logged in. We would like to hear from him also.
Certainly.
He's not there.
I
He's not there today.
He's not there. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe Siddharth can speak for
Uh,
some time and then we can ask the feedback.
yeah.
Yes, I think there are already hands up in the audience. So let us go with that. Abhinav Singh Rawat is wishes to say something. You can go ahead, sir,
Yes, sir. Am I
please.
audible right now?
Yeah, we can just try to switch on his video. We are doing that. Yeah.
Hello.
Yes, Abhinav, you are audible. Please go ahead.
Sir, I would like to just stick to this audio itself, not the video. If it's
Okay, okay. Please go ahead. Yeah.
yeah, okay. So generally, students are supposed to be muted during Zoom lecture. That's why I was asking if I'm really audible or not. So
Sure, sure.
I really want to say something about this series. It's that all the students who actually participated in this course, they were actually focusing or mainly hoping that this whole series would turn out to be something similar to the lectures which are being taught in coaching centers of Delhi. So most of the people were expecting the lectures to be really, full of theory and explanation. But actually, it's more like the teachers who took this course, it's basically they told us how to, like, what kind of questions to be expected and how to tackle those questions. And I think it was excellent and on point, because the main poster of this course told us that you will be focusing on just that, and it was focused just on that. So it was like the course was excellent. It was like in the beginning, when you were discussing the numbers to be varying, and like the number of participants were really high, but actually the turnout was not that much. But it's because the students are expecting something else, but they got something else. But I'm not trying to put anyone here like in the negative picture, but it was good. Like the whole experience was good, and it was supposed to be like it was what it was supposed to be. And I think all the people who actually took the quiz were the students who are actually getting coached for these competitive exams, or the people who are already done with their coaching. Because when Parker sir showed us the diagram, most of the students have already passed out their MSc. So I think they've already done their coaching. So that's why all the number of the people who are taking the quiz is really low. But I think the course was really good, and I'm hoping the course which is going to go for like throughout an year, that will be much better, because that will actually help us to prepare for the exam in the long run. So even after all this, I think the lecture was excellent. Like it was what it was supposed to be. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Can
Abhinav.
we
Could you
introduce
just introduce yourself and tell us just a couple of sentences about yourself?
Okay, so basically, I was a student of Mumbai University itself. As in, I did my BSc from Ruparel College, and Madkakar sir was my teacher. And so after that, I went to Kumaon University for my MSc. So I'm in Almora, Uttarakhand right now, and it's like the last semester of my MSc course. But because of this pandemic, it's just stuck here. So I took the high energy physics as my specialization in the last semester. So I'm just waiting for the exams to begin and get this over with. But after this, I'm hoping to actually get my gate cleared, not net. But I'm focusing to get a job in a good Maharatna company. So I'm thinking about clearing the gate exam of 2021.
Thank you, Abhinav, for sharing your outcome from your side from this workshop. I would request the participants, you can feel free and come forward to share your views, please. We would really like to have your feedback so that we can improve this series for the future.
Hello, Siddharth sir.
Yes.
Uh,
Yes, Vidula, please go ahead. Please introduce yourself and go ahead.
Hello everyone, and thank you. I would first of all like to thank all the professors, eminent professors who are involved to conduct such a very a long run, like a week long program. And basically, I would like to give some suggestions on my side, like the way you said this workshop will be continued ahead. I would like just like to suggest that if you could begin some test series, like you can have this paid if you want. The test series can continue, and students who are interested can come up with some like you can come give them some set of questions and question papers, and with that they can solve, and then they can have some one-to-one discussion with a professor if you can allot them, and they can understand how this kind of a program can be done on an individual basis. So that can be paid also, and even it should be minimal, obviously, but this can make the course very more interactive and on an individual level basis. Because from what I can see, the professors that were involved for this kind of course have good one-to-one interaction abilities, and they are very good orators also, all of them. Some of them have given a lot of inputs, not just regarding how the way of tackling the questions and all, but they have insisted on doing things which people usually force you to do, like how Abhinav said right now, that people were focused on getting some tutorials kind of a thing, like what they have to do in coaching classes and all. This is indeed true what he said. This was what is always a focus of, like a focus point of such kind of interactive sessions. But people hardly like always forget that there are this people can only provide you guidance and can make you go through the right path. And this is what I find interesting about this entire program, that it was not spoon feeding. You were trying to elaborate questions and try to bring out the ideas and thought process behind it. And that was much more important, which I thought, so that many students were trying, one good thing was that many students were trying to put their answers also in the chat. So this is something which is actually wanted. But since it being that you are like focusing on large audience, it was not possible to have a student to professor interaction, and the Moodle is helping right now for that. So if like sessions, like online sessions or just delivering lectures, I don't think that will be quite useful later on. But test series and one-to-one interactions can be much more useful. If you could think in that way, then I think this will be a more successful program for a very long term. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Vidula. You can always also tell us about your own background so that everyone is knowing.
I had pursued my BSc from Ruparel College. Then I joined University Department of Physics. I have all the faculties from my department here, and I'm quite proud to like being encouraged by all of them. Siddharth sir is himself taking a course of accelerators in this semester. Professor Mishra, HOD of University Department of Physics, is taking particle physics for us. So it's a proud moment to like feature such kind of programs under them and be a part of the department. And I'm currently going to complete my MSc in this semester. Hopefully the pandemic ends and we are able to give our exams soon. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Personal view to give. Our Smita Shukla ma'am today, when she addressed our motivated students, I would like to thank her. She had a very good speech and the way she consolidated all the information was very inspiring. Being from social science background, she could deliver a very good message to all the students. And that is the way it motivates when you have to say something about some other branch and you don't know, then what is the way that you should be collecting information and delivering to at the right point. So that was something which I find inspiring today. So especially thanks to her. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Vidula, for sharing your views. Uh, Session is open for other students also. You can feel free and come forward with what you want as the takeaway from this program. Is there some way you would like us to improve? Just as the previous two students have given feedback, please come forward. Or if you got to learn something from this program, you can just elaborate on that. Of course, if no other students wish to come forward at this point of time, it is perfectly all right. We understand. But please, we will be circulating a form, feedback form, which uh, we hope that will be coming in your mailbox in a couple of days. We hope that you will give us the correct feedback so that we can also alter the flow of this program in such a way that it will be beneficial to larger audience of students. Um, I suddenly realized that I did not share my own views. Uh, there is someone by name Vivekanand who has unmuted. No, he went back.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Am I audible?
yeah, you are. You are. Please go ahead, sir. Please
After you, sir. After you.
No, it's
After
all
you,
right. You
please.
you can go ahead. Please introduce yourself and you can share your experience and views, please.
Okay. Good morning to all of you. Myself Vivek Anand. I'm from IIT Roorkee. Right now pursuing MSc Physics. So it is only my second semester, and I cleared the NET exam in the very first semester itself. But I could not clear JRF. So I was very fortunate to come across this concepts workshop through social media on the profile of one of our seniors, a research scholar. And I found it really interactive and very beneficial, especially the forum part. I found it really helpful, and I would like if the discussion forum would be active for quite some time so that students could post their questions and professors could address them, because I did not take any coaching or any YouTube sessions because NET does not require that. I mean, we only have to solve a very few number of questions in order to crack that exam. But what I really feel is we actually have to have knowledge in depth of all the subjects if are going to pursue research career, or even if we are going to teach someone, or as a professor or as a tutor, anything. So my suggestion to all the organizers is that, as Professor Chako has mentioned in the chat box, that the test series would be very beneficial, And also I would like to one comment that the discussion forum should be active for quite some time, so that all the discussions and all the doubts of the students that are not capable of taking any coachings from anywhere can actually interact with you all guys, and all their queries could be addressed in due time. We have a lot of time since there's pandemic going everywhere, so we do have a certain amount of time to prepare ourselves well for the exam. And I thank you all. And as far as my background goes, I've done my BSc honors in physics from Ramjas College, University of Delhi, and right now I'm pursuing MSc Physics from IIT Roorkee under the noble guidance of everyone, which Ajay Dev sir is also a part of. I know him personally and I adore him a lot. So I have benefited from this platform, and I wish you all very best of luck. Thank you all.
Thank you very much, Vivekanand. Um, Priyanka Maurya has raised her hand. She wishes to say something. You can please unmute yourself and go ahead, Priyanka.
Hello.
Yes, you are audible. You can just introduce yourself and
Yes,
go ahead.
sir. Myself, Priyanka Maurya from MSc final year student of University of Allahabad. I pursued my BSc from University of Allahabad. I want to give a special thanks to all of you for organizing such an event. This workshop is very helpful to us, and आपने जो हम लोग मतलब the tricks given by you are very helpful to us, like elimination rule ki first we eliminate a wrong answer from multiple choice questions and make formula sheet of 100 pages. This idea is very excellent, which is helpful to revising our revising formulas in last time of examination. And all the lectures are very good, like classical mechanics, mathematical physics, especially solid state physics, and my many doubts are cleared from this workshop. And I want to give a suggestion that the test series is very good, but 1 hour time is very large for solving 10 questions. So please increase number of questions, yeah, decrease time limit. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Priyanka, for your feedback. Just for a clarity on this point, we discussed this and we deliberately kept the time longer, but in the future, it will be coming down. So this is intended to be continued as a long-term test series, and information about that will definitely be provided to you by email, all the participants. So at that time, we will be taking care of that. But thank you so much for your feedback. Now, Pranali Thakur is the next person who wishes to say something. Pranali, you can go ahead. Yeah.
Okay.
And
Thank you, sir.
yes, yeah, please.
Hello, everyone. My name is Pranali Thakur, and I complete my BSc from JSM College, Alibag. And after that, I joined Mumbai University for MSc course. So I'm also part of UDP from 2017-19 batch, and this concept workshop really helpful for me because I'm preparing from last few months, and whatever I learned during this 4 to 5 days during this lecture, which are really helpful for me. And I again thank to our department, all organizer, for arranging such a great event. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Pranali. Next, we have Mr. Shubham Tiwari. So, Shubham, you can unmute yourself and go ahead, please.
थैंक यू सर. आवाज सुनाई दे रही है सर मेरी?
हाँ जी बिल्कुल, प्लीज गो अहेड.
सबसे पहले मैं सबको धन्यवाद करना चाहता हूं कि मुंबई यूनिवर्सिटी ने काफी समय बाद जो है ये बहुत ही अच्छा किया है टेस्ट सीरीज दौर, ताकि हमें जो है इसका बेनिफिट मिल सके सभी स्टूडेंट को. और जिस प्रकार से हम लोग ने बढ़ चढ़ के इसमें भाग लिया है, हिस्सा लिया है, ये बहुत ही अच्छी बात है। क्योंकि लॉकडाउन के दौरान हम लोग को ये प्रॉब्लम फेस करने को मिला है कि हमें एक सही पाथ नहीं मिला है कि हमें क्या करना है। नेट, गेट, जेस्ट बहुत सारे कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम है, हम सुनते आ रहे हैं। सबका सिलेबस भी लगभग सेम ही है और एमएससी का सिलेबस है जो कि हम जैसे देख रहे हैं। और काफी सभी प्रोफेसरों ने बहुत सही गाइड किया हमें कि हाँ कैसे हम प्रॉब्लम को फेस कर सकें। क्योंकि थियरी कैसा है कि हम कर लेते हैं, बट हमें प्रॉब्लम जब हमें सॉल्व करने का आता है, बट हम वो कॉन्सेप्ट नहीं क्लियर कर पाते कि हाँ एक्चुअल में प्रॉब्लम कैसे सॉल्व किया जाए। क्योंकि जो ऑप्शंस रहते हैं तो हमें कुछ टाइम तक हम उस पर देते हैं, तो ऑप्शन अगर परफेक्टली नहीं आया तो हमें लगता है कि हाँ ये वाला हो सकता है, उससे कर लेते हैं। सिद्धार्थ सर की एक बात याद आती है, क्योंकि सिद्धार्थ सर को मैं एक्चुअली फॉलो करता हूँ, उनके जैसा बनना चाहता हूँ इसीलिए। एंड उनका जो तरीका है बताने का, उनका क्लासिकल मैकेनिक्स जैसा कि आप सभी को पसंद आया काफी, क्योंकि कमेंट सेक्शन में भी हमने देखा, तो उन्होंने बहुत ही सही बात बोली कि पहले कैसा है कि हम सॉल्व करें, कोई प्रॉब्लम आए उसको समझे कि हाँ अगर आपको एक्चुअल में आ रहा है उस पर करिए। सेकेंड थिंग है कि यहाँ पे गेस भी कभी कभी काम आता है, जैसा कि डायमेंशन एनालिसिस के बारे में बात किया गया, और बात किया गया कि हाँ ये कौन कौन से ऐसे ऑप्शंस हैं जो कि हो ही नहीं सकते, हमें देखने पे पता चलता है, तो उनको पहले एलिमिनेट कर दिया जाए। तो कुछ ऑप्शंस जो एक दो बचते हैं, देन उसमें हमें चूज करना, गेस करना। गेस भी कीजिए तो वही गेस कीजिए जो आपको लगे कि हाँ परफेक्टली चांस है कि हाँ इसमें से हो सकता है, थोड़ा लॉजिक लगा के, ना कि ऐसे डायरेक्ट गेस किया जाए। तो ये सब जो पॉइंट्स बहुत सारे प्रोफेसरों ने बताया वो काफी हेल्पफुल है एग्जाम के लिए। तो इसके लिए मैं, और क्विज भी जो हम अटेम्प्ट कर रहे हैं वो काफी हद तक काफी फायदेमंद रहा। क्योंकि पहले जो प्रॉब्लम हम सॉल्व करते थे और मैंने देखा कि प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करने की कैपेसिटी आई थिंक थोड़ी सी इंक्रीज हुई, लगन एक बोल सकते हैं कि थोड़ा सा इंक्रीज हुआ है। तो बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सभी प्रोफेसरों को मेरी तरफ से और सभी विद्यार्थियों की तरफ से। धन्यवाद।
Shubham, you can just introduce your background also so that
ओके
everyone is.
ओके मेरा नाम शुभम तिवारी है, मैं मुंबई यूनिवर्सिटी पार्ट 2 का स्टूडेंट हूँ। बीएससी मैंने मुंबई यूनिवर्सिटी से ही कंप्लीट किया है, कॉलेजेस से। एंड प्रेजेंट टाइम में पार्ट 2 सेम 4 है, जैसा कि आप देख रहे हैं कि एग्जाम अभी नहीं हो रहा है, तो उसका वेट हम कर रहे हैं। धन्यवाद।
Thank you, Shubham. Very nice to hear your views. Uh, if anyone else from the participants wish to say any feedback, we are definitely open for that. If not, then or if you are getting ready for it, okay. In the meantime, yeah,
I can
okay.
see there is Pooja.
Yes,
He
yes,
says
yes, yes,
he
yes,
wants to
yes.
say
I just
something.
saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, hello, sir. Very good morning to all of you. Thank you so much for this wonderful session. Actually, my query is very specific to me. I have completed my BSc and took admissions for MSc also. But then somehow, sir, the concepts to me, I wanted to clear my MSc, but somehow I'm finding it difficult. I am a old student, old syllabus student of MSc. 2011 how can I clear my, how can you kind of suggest me that I can clear my MSc?
I feel that this is not the forum where we can help you, but definitely you can feel free to get in touch with any of the teachers individually. You are a Mumbai University student?
Yeah, sir, I'm a Mumbai University student.
You can feel free to get in touch with any of the professors by email, and definitely we will respond to you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you
You're
so much.
welcome. You're welcome. If anyone else wishes to say something, in the meantime, allow me to share my own experiences as regards this particular workshop, the concept series. As it was mentioned that we had originated the thought for this way back in 2016, but as they say, each activity has its particular time for fruition, and right now in 2020, we have finally brought this to fruition. It was a very wonderful experience since everyone, all the other resource persons have shared and re-emphasized many times the points which need to be borne in mind by the students. I would just like to express my gratitude and my not just gratitude, rather my feeling of a sense of brotherhood which has arisen among all the resource persons and the whole team who is involved in the back end of the ConCEPTS program, because day in day out people have been working continuously, and the working has gone in a very seamless manner. Everyone seemed to know what is required from their end, and perfectly everyone has matched and met each other midway for various activities. And really I feel that the sense of brotherhood which has generated among the core team, I really appreciate that, and it was a really wonderful and very pleasurable experience to work with this particular team for the ConCEPTS workshop. As far as the long-term activity regarding this workshop is concerned, many things have been discussed, even though we have not brought it on the public forum. But it will definitely be, as the name suggests, it is test series. So it will be a long-term and sustained activity. From time to time, as and when the question banks are updated, etc., definitely we will be getting in touch with all the participants. And as Dr. Parker said, that we have opened the quiz for the time being for a longer period of time of 1 week, so that more of the participants can build up their confidence and they can attempt those particular parts. So we request you to remain subscribed to that YouTube channel of the ConCEPTS workshop. We will also be creating, apart from the Moodle site, another general website where all the contents, etc., will be kept, so that we will be sending you the link for that as well. So we request you that you can remain in touch, and you can take the maximum benefit from this program. This is just the pilot or the first installment of this program, and in the future we will definitely repeat or extend this in various ways. This is what I would like to leave you with, this particular message. I believe that we are at an end for today's session. Everyone who wish to express themselves have spoken. Definitely, we would like to have your feedback, even if you wish to give it on a one-to-one basis. You have our email and other modes of contact. I would request Professor Anuradha Mishra, Head Department of Physics, to once again address all of us and bring this ceremony to a close. Ma'am, over to you, please.
I would like to do one suggestion. Before ending the session, we would like to have a common snap.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So all the, I mean, whoever can please switch on their videos, so that yeah, so that we get a montage of all the participants and all the stakeholders from all the ends, actually. Kolwankar sir, your video is off.
In case your video cannot be switched on, you make sure your name is properly typed in.
Yeah, that is there anyway.
I cannot start my video.
Some of them are
Okay.
not.
Is that something at our end?
Yeah, host has actually switched off all videos.
Okay, I think there is a way to do the permissions thing, so that Chetan sir is the host. So
yeah, so all videos are switched off by host.
Okay. I think it will work now, sir. It seems to be working for many people.
New way of group photograph.
So there are total of 3 screens. Chetan sir, ready when you are. Please go ahead.
Okay, I am capturing the images from the screen. I request all of you to just switch on your video. Many of people have not been able to, I think, switch on their videos. Yeah. Or they may be having
the settings from the host side have been relaxed. If you try again, you will be able to switch on your video. Please go ahead.
Okay, I could just see some of the videos on, but not everyone's. Okay, I can see the name.
Yes, sir. I think we can go ahead, sir. Please go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah. Okay. So thank you all of you for this wonderful session. I am just stopping capturing the videos. Thank you.
Chetan sir, there are two screens. I think you have to capture both.
Yeah, I captured all the screens. So now Mishra ma'am can say concluding remark.
Ma'am, we request you for the concluding remarks. Mishra ma'am, please.
You are muted, madam.
Yes.
Okay, now.
Okay, thank you. We had a vote of thanks on the first day, but it's my privilege to say the last word, and it has to be nothing more than a very, very big thank you. I would like to, it's a repetition of what Chetan sir did on the first day, but I would like to thank all the people who made this wonderful workshop possible. I would like to thank Dr. Vivek Parker and Inyas for supporting the department in conducting this workshop. I would like to thank the university authorities, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Pro Vice Chancellor, the Dean, Faculty of Science and Technology, who herself came on the first day to address the participants, Dr. Smita Shukla, IQAC coordinator, who took so much time, who spent so much time with us together and shared her views also with the participants, and for all her encouragement. I would like to thank Dr. Shivar Mangai for her continuous support for and with all the technical problems that we were having. In spite of that, we made it possible. I would like to thank Dr. Mandar Manushe for helping us with the Moodle platform. Which was actually a very important part of the program and part of the success reason for success of the program was the quizzes on Moodle. I would like to thank all the staff members of physics department, teaching and non-teaching staff members. Special thanks are due to Professor Manchanda and Professor Arora for gracing the occasion. It is very encouraging, sir, that you have taken so much time out to be here and encourage us and the team with your presence. I have to thank the resource persons, most of all, who were the actual reason for the success of the program. There was all of us, all the people who taught you worked as a team effort, as Siddharth sir said, and they took a lot of pains to see that nothing goes wrong. There have been continuous interaction between the team members for the last 3 weeks or so, and they have put in a lot of hard work. A big thank you to all of you. I would not say the names again. Everyone knows you by now very well. Thank you all very much for making this program a success. Thanks also to the research students who helped with the Moodle thing. And last but not the least, a very big thank you to all the participants who were so enthusiastic and who also gave wonderful feedback today. And we just hope that the activity will continue, and we will have all of you with us, and we will be part of your journey towards whatever is your goal in life. All the best to all the participants, and thanks to all of you for today's session and for taking part in the workshop. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am. We would also like to thank the INEAS IT team for their timely support, whereby we could immediately stream the videos, etc., on the INEAS channel, as well as have the session on the Zoom, which was made possible at very, very short notice. So really very kind and very nice of them that this support could be brought in time. It was a really wonderful collaborative kind of atmosphere.
We hope that it will continue for a very, very long time.
Dr. Parker, final words, sir, from your side, sir. Please.
Thank you, Siddharth, sir, for conducting this very nice session, concluding session, today's workshop. And I am sure that INEAS will continue to collaborate with Department of Physics, University of Mumbai, for more such programs in future. Thank you.
So with this, we bring this session to a conclusion.